What's going on, Leaf Nation? Welcome back to the pod. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a massive interview that just dropped on Overdrive. Jack Roslovic is officially a Toronto Maple Leaf, eh? And let me tell you, hearing him talk about sliding into that blue and white sweater, reuniting with his old buddy Auston Matthews, and bringing some serious hardware from his time out in Edmonton, it's got me hyped for training camp. So, let's set the stage. It's mid-August, most of the league is still chilling at the cottage, maybe squeezing in one last weekend on the boat. But not Jackie R. Roslovic is already in the city, getting his condo sorted, checking out the new facilities, and getting a feel for the six. When the guys on Overdrive asked him if showing up this early is his usual MO, he kept it real casual. Said he just wants to get comfortable, meet the new faces, and soak in the city. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of vibe you want from a 10-year vet coming into a room that's getting a massive facelift. Now, let's talk about this Leafs roster. We all know last year wasn't exactly the fairy tale ending we wanted, but Roslovic sees the writing on the wall. He called the squad new, young, vibrant, and ready to win, and he's spot on. With the new front office direction and Jim Hiller behind the bench, we're looking at a lineup that could have 8, 9, maybe 10 new bodies on opening night. For some guys, that kind of turnover is terrifying. You walk into the room and don't know who's sitting in which stall. But Roslovic, he's leaning into it. He pointed out that having a bunch of new guys actually builds camaraderie right out of the gate. Everyone's in the same boat, trying to figure out the systems, trying to impress the new coaching staff. And he noted that the core guys who have been grinding in Toronto for years are just as pumped to push the ship forward. It's a fresh start, but with a foundation of guys who know what it takes to win in this market. But let's get to the real heart of this interview, the stuff that's got every Leafs fan grinning from ear to ear: Auston Matthews. Before they were NHL superstars, before Auston was the captain wearing the C at the Scotiabank Arena, and before Roslovic was tearing it up in the league, they were just two kids dominating in the U.S. national team development program. We're talking back-to-back gold medals, absolute domination on the international stage. They grew up together, they learned how to win together, and now they're gonna battle together in the NHL. Roslovic had some beautiful things to say about his buddy. He talked about watching Auston from afar over the years, seeing him mature not just as an elite goal scorer, but as a man and a leader. Being the captain in Toronto, we all know that's not a walk in the park. The media scrutiny, the fan expectations, it's a heavy sweater to wear. But Roslovic noted how Auston handles it, the way he exerts himself on a daily basis, and how he just leads by example. And when asked about hitting the ice again with him, Roslovic didn't miss a beat. He said, "We played in juniors together and had a lot of success at that level. I'm just excited to get pushing with him." Imagine that chemistry, tape to tape on the power play. It's like they're pressing rewind on a golden era, but this time the stakes are the Stanley Cup. Now, we gotta talk about where Roslovic is coming from. He spent the last couple of seasons out in Alberta skating with the Edmonton Oilers, which means he's had a front row seat to the greatest show on ice, Connor McDavid and Draisaitl. When the interviewers asked him what he'll tell his grandkids about playing with McDavid, Roslovic dropped some serious wisdom. He said, "You become a sponge when you're around greatness. It's one thing to watch McKinnon or McDavid on TV, but it's a whole other thing to see the behind-the-scenes grind. The off-ice prep, the diet, the recovery, the sheer obsession with being the best." He called it special. And then there's Draisaitl, the big German. Roslovic joked about how Leon can sometimes get lost in the shuffle because McDavid takes up all the oxygen in the room. But make no mistake, battling Draisaitl in practice is a nightmare. He called him a moose out there. Two completely different styles of generational talent, and Roslovic took pieces from both of their games to add to his own toolbox. 2 straight 20-goal seasons prove that this guy knows how to score. But bringing that Edmonton work ethic to the Leafs' top 6, that's a game changer. All right, before we wrap this up, let's look at the schedule. The NHL dropped the Leafs slate, and it is heavy on the road early on. We're talking massive road trips packed right into the first half of the season. Usually fans groan when they see that, but Roslovic flipped the script. He said with 10 new guys in the room, what better way to bond than being stuck on a plane, in hotel rooms, and eating meals together on the road? It forces the group to gel head first. You knock out the tough travel early, figure out your chemistry, and then you get to cruise through the back half of the year when you're sleeping in your own beds. As for his role, Jim Hiller and the coaching staff are going to sit down with him and figure out the exact deployment. Whether he's centering the second line, flanking Auston on the top unit, or running the second power play alongside guys like Nylander or Knies, Roslovic's focus this offseason is simple. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay fast. He's a 10-year vet. He knows his body, he knows what he needs to work on, and he's hitting the nail on the head. So, there you have it, folks. Jack Roslovic is in the building, he's hyped to reunite with his old junior teammate, and he's bringing a Stanley Cup winning pedigree and a sponge-like mindset from his time with the Oilers. The Leafs are young, they're vibrant, and they are hungry. What do you think, Leaf Nation? Where do you slot Roslovic in the lineup? Does he play with Auston, or do you spread the wealth? Drop your lines in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more daily Leafs coverage. Until next time, keep your sticks on the ice and your heads up. We'll catch you later.